I promise you guys, if you watch this video the whole way through, you will 100% win more games of FIFA, and there's no better time to do that with Team of the Season rewards upon us. If you're tired of coming up against teams like this, you can get some foot coins through MMO EXP using the link down below. You can also use code JambooUK for 5% off. So guys, I'm going to be helping you attack, defend better in FIFA 23, giving you my tips. I know some people have pointed out that I've mentioned it before, but I'm going to tell you again anyway, just for context. I am an ex-professional FIFA player, so I would like to think that I can help you guys when it comes to improving at the game. I've coached hundreds of different people, and I'm going to be giving you every tip I know on FIFA 23. One more thing to mention is I will actually be playing your Foot Champs games, if you want me to, during TOTS to get you the best reward. So just drop me a DM on Twitter, the link is down below. But for now, let's get into some gameplay. Okay, so let's start at the very beginning. We take a kickoff, and I see a lot of people just running at their opponent during a kickoff, albeit I'm actually nearly going to lose the ball here, but Militao had our back. What you want to do from a kickoff situation is just keep the ball and let it try and juice up a little bit. Don't just charge at your opponent, actually try and work something out. And it's not always going to work out, you know, like it doesn't here. But you want to give yourself the absolute best chance of actually making something happen from a kickoff. Don't just make it an easy turnover for your opponent. You can see here, I'm taking my time on the edge. We get tackled, but something may have happened. So you want to try and get your opponent into situations where they're uncomfortable. You can see here, we've managed to break through, and there's a couple of options we can do. Our opponent, only has one defender. That's actually capable of recovering here. He's got this guy. So we've got options. We can either run with our attacker in a straight line. He's going to pull across, and we can either shoot or look for a cutback, or we can try and throw him off early. So as you're going to see here, I sort of keep my running line straight. He pulls over. A quick ball roll inside before the pass is very important. If you're ever in a situation like this, it's very useful to just give you a little bit of a better angle to make the pass. So you can see here, a little ball roll, we pass across, and the mistake I make here is I should have just taken an extra touch. He actually moves his keeper at the very last second, and we choke the chance. But the point is, in the build-up, just try and get yourself on those 2-on-1 situations and wait for the right moment to get a guaranteed pass across. So defending is obviously something that a lot of people struggle with. This is a very common situation. So he gets in behind me here, and a mistake that a lot of people will make is they will just keep controlling this player. You always want to be right stick switching to the defender that's going to be able to actually cut out the attack. So from this position here, the guy I'm controlling, he's just out of the equation. I'm never going to recover, so you have to move on quick. The only player I've got that I can even switch to here is Maldini. So we're going to switch to him very quickly, and you're going to see that we're able to cut out this attack. A little bit of a questionable choice of pass from our opponent, but you can see the principle behind that. Just switching to the right guy to actually cut out the danger. One thing I like to do when the ball's in my opponent's half and they have the ball is I like to spam offside traps just to get my line and midfield higher. So you'll see in the bottom right, I'm going to activate an offside trap here. I'm absolutely spamming it, and my team are just going to get forward. And what you see here is it ends up pressuring my opponent into making a poor pass, and then we've actually got a chance to attack. We go for a little chip through ball, he cuts it out, but the point is, you can see again there, an offside trap coming in, and that is something that you'll see higher level players do a lot just to put pressure on their opponent and force them into mistakes. So these areas on the edge of the box are where there's real danger. If you can ever get in this sort of area here, which I'm going to highlight for you guys, if you ever have the ball here, this is what I call the danger zone. This is where stuff actually happens in and around the box. It's important to have a mix of good mechanical skill and also vision as to where you're trying to go. So you can see here some step overs with Llorente just to make my opponent think. And I've not really got a pass on here unless I just pass it to the side. But because of where I'm facing, there's no real angle on. So we're going to use the step overs to turn back, and then we're going to play it into Pele here. Once we get into this situation, he's in a bit of a mess. He's controlling the wrong player, and it's just an easy opportunity for us to get a shot off. So let me play that back for you. You can see here, we mess up a pass, we do win the ball back, and then we get the ball into the danger zone. Little step over, pass across, bang, into the back of the net, easy goal. Sometimes you have to really work for a goal, and I'm going to show you what I mean. So we do win the ball back here, and you're going to see a very long sequence of I think it's an example of sometimes you have to go back to go forward. I see too many people just charging at their opponent, only playing forward passes, and if you're against anybody high level, it's just not going to work long term. So you can see here, we recycle the ball, get it out wide. I do play some forward passes, but I'm happy to recycle the ball here until something's actually open. We get the ball with Pele, little bit of a, for fun rainbow flick, but it actually paid off. Get the ball into the danger zone that we spoke about, and then this is where you can try and make a little bit of magic happen. There's no risk here. If I lose the ball, I lose the ball, but we want to try and get a goal scoring opportunity. So a little step over boost, which is something else that you want to implement into your game. Fake shot there, which actually sells the defender. He actually thought I was going to shoot on my left, and then we cut inside and find the back of the net. But you can see like the amount of time it took for me to get that one goal, but it actually paid off in the end. This is what I'm talking about when I say about people wasting kickoff. So you can see my opponent, he just sort of runs at me, gives me a ball, and then that's a perfect opportunity to go on an attack. If your opponent's going to make a mistake like this, you want to try and capitalise from it. We do hit the bar, but often, if you ever see your opponent just running at you from kickoff, which a lot of people will do in the weekend league, that is a perfect chance to just step in, win the ball, and make them pay for it. The percentages in FIFA are very small and important, and when you get the right opportunity, you have to take it. So you can see here, I feel like a lot of people would be shooting. If we go back quickly, actually, you'll see the opportunity I did have. So we play the ball well from midfield, get it to Ronaldo here, driven pass into Puskas. When I do get into these areas, I use the L1 sprint boost a lot. So as soon as I've taken my first touch, I'll hold L1 or LB if you're on Xbox, point the direction I want to go, and then hold the sprint button and release LB, and you'll see that I burst into the space here. A lot of people will shoot in this situation. I'm thinking it's on, Puskas doesn't have a weak foot, but let's pretend he did. It's just not the best angle anyway. I want to try and make an absolute clear-cut opportunity here. So I delay it, I don't shoot, fake shot, and then we guarantee ourselves a goal here. You're never ever going to miss with any card, and Pele puts it into the back of the net. That is playing for the percentages, a guaranteed goal. We go for the 100% chance instead of an 80%. One thing you'll see higher level players doing when defending around their box is the use of the second man press. It's that little green icon that you can see there above one of the centre backs. And all you need to do to activate that is to hold R1 or RB. It's basically going to make another guy that you're not controlling press towards the ball. And this is super important because it enables you to do two jobs at once. You can see here, it just gets players moving. I tuck the fullback in with it there. At this point, I'm just right stick switching, trying to not give him any easy passing lanes. It's not always, that easy. Sometimes your opponent just is going to break through. He plays a pass into the box here, and we just have to switch, hold the jockey button, and you can see here that we end up shuffling out the danger. Nice and simple. Guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. If you have any questions at all, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. I'd appreciate a like on the video. If we could hit 200, that would be sensational. I try and help you guys become better at FIFA, so if you haven't already subscribed and you want to get more wins on the game, hit that sub button. I'll catch you guys on the next one, and peace.